is a story of an incredible movement that began 90 years ago. A story of sincerity, passion, and determination. This is a story of revolt and conflict that rewrote history and defined victory for the marginalized and most vulnerable. This is an inspiring story of the amazing spirit of workers uniting for their rights, for their livelihoods, for their dignity, winning over the test of time. This is the story of ULCCS, the Uralungal Labour Contract Cooperative Society in the South Indian state of Kerala. How did all this happen? Let us go back 90 years to know its story. This story began in the pristine state of Kerala, known as God's own country. The roots of the story can be traced to Karakat in Uralungal village, Vadakara Taluk of Calicut district, once part of British Malabar. The 19th century was a dark period in the history of Kerala. Social evils prevailed, those of untouchability, superstition, and the caste system, which sought to divide society. Kerala's cultural heritage began disintegrating. The beginning of the 20th century witnessed a wide variety of social religious reform movements aiming to change this.
It was a great time in the history of people when reformers began to challenge age-old customs, beliefs, traditions, and great movements sprang up. In northern Kerala, the social reforms were being led by a great sage, Vagbhadananda, who challenged even idol worship and caste system. And therefore his followers were isolated as socially outcast. And it was a response to the situation to provide a minimum living for some of the people that some of his followers came together to form a labor contract society.
The wheels of reform came chugging in at the Nadapuram road station at Karakat village in April 1924, where a group of people sat in a tea shop. A news report from the Matrubhumi newspaper was being read out. The words were from a speech made by reformer and nationalist Swami Vagbhadananda. Vagbhadananda roared like a lion against the caste system, untouchability, idol worship, unscientific customs and rituals, and all such social evils. He preached to follow the real spiritual path through Atma Vidya. It was these words that inspired the birth of ULCCS.
Mathrubhumi was not only a newspaper giving news, it was part of many movements. There was a big news about cooperative societies, how they could be formed, what they can do to the society. And that inspired them. So Uralungal Society, they registered the society in 1925, if I am correct.
The society was registered in the name Uralungal Kulivela Karude Paraspara Sahaya Sahakarana Sangam, and later changed as Uralungal Labour Contract Cooperative Society, widely known as ULCCS. 14 members signed an agreement to form the cooperative society on 13th February 1925, a first step in workers becoming synonymous with owners. The first contract came in 1926 at a value of Rs 925. It was to maintain a road. For that first work, the government authorities were satisfied. The focused areas of the society were construction of infrastructure projects, buildings, roads, bridges, and flyovers in Kerala. The main objective of the formation of the society was generation of employment to the poor, to provide a better living condition to them, upliftment of the oppressed, marginalized, and financially backward class. The winds of change were in the air, and ULCCS began its momentous journey. There were challenges. The workers had to wrest themselves free of the control of contractors or middlemen who opposed unfair conditions of pay, of work. Instead, this group of workers came together, undercoating to break decades of control over the fruits of their labor. It was not an easy task, There were many daunting hurdles to overcome. Difficulty in securing contract, raising the necessary finance, and most importantly, ensuring better wages and service conditions for work.
ശനിയാഴ്ച വൈകിട്ട് ഡയറക്ടർ ബോർഡ് ഒത്തുകൂടി ഓരോരോ പണിസ്ഥലത്തേക്കും പോകേണ്ടതായിട്ടുള്ള ലീഡേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും, മെമ്പേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. ഇന്ന വർക്കുകൾ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങൾ അന്ന് അവിടെ നിന്ന് കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത് മാത്രമല്ല അത് കണ്ടിന്യൂയായി ചെയ്തിരിക്കും. അതിൻ്റെ ഒരു മുന്നോടിയാണ് ഈ ശനിയാഴ്ച ഈ ഒത്തുചേരൽ. കാരണം നമ്മൾ പരമപ്രധാനമായിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളാണെന്നല്ല, നമ്മളെ വർക്ക് എത്രത്തോളം നമ്മൾ മുന്നോട്ട് നമുക്ക് സത്യസന്ധമായിട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ പറ്റും, നമുക്ക് ലാഭകരമായിട്ട് കിട്ടും.
1920-25 കാലഘട്ടങ്ങളിൽ വടക്കേ മലബാറിൽ വാഗ്ബ്രാൻഡ് ഗുരുദേവൻ ആരംഭിച്ച ഒരു പ്രസ്ഥാനമായിരുന്നു ആത്മവിദ്യാസംഘം. ആ സംഘം പിന്നീട് അനാചാരവും അതേപോലെ തന്നെ ജാതി വ്യവസ്ഥയ്ക്കുമെതിരായിട്ടുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളായിരുന്നു കാഴ്ചവെച്ചിരുന്നത്. ഈ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ ആയിരുന്നു തുടക്കത്തിൽ തന്നെ കാരക്കാട് ആത്മവിദ്യാ സംഘം പ്രവർത്തകരും ആരംഭിച്ചത്. ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ സാധിച്ചത് ഈ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾ ഏർപ്പെട്ടവർക്ക് ഒരുപാട് പ്രതിസന്ധികൾ നേരിടാൻ കാരണമായി.
The post-independence period saw the government giving priority to labour cooperatives, recognizing their advantages. The government encouraged labour contract societies in two ways: direct financial support to the cooperatives and various concessions and preferences while awarding public works. ULCCS now expanded their members and turnover and was now more capable of undertaking bigger projects to the tune of millions of dollars. ULCCS grew to witness modernization, diversification and self-sufficiency in the course of time. This was possible due to the improved work culture, a spirit of teamwork, determination, discipline, and the progressive approach of workers who were also the owners of the society.
For more than 5 decades since the inception, ULCCS grew, but at a slow pace. But very importantly, he lived up to the expectations of his founders, where there was no contractor, where there was no boss, where people in a very informal manner came together, planned their work. They became a favorite for accredited work among the local governments, and within about a decade or so, their turnover very rapidly advanced, and there was no looking back since then.
The story of ULCCS is one of incredible and consistent growth. Catapulting the labour cooperative to one of the best performing and lucrative firms in the infrastructure sector in Kerala. This was a phase of rapid technological upgradation, diversification and expansion. Considering the stellar performance of ULCCS, 2003 was a watershed year for the cooperative, with the Kerala government appointing it as an accredited agency that could undertake work without tender procedures in certain areas. Their work spoke for itself.
The quality of jobs being done by Uralingal society, like bridges, flyovers and all, better than what is done by the best qualified companies. One of the bridges, what they are doing, Kandapanchal, is first time in Kerala this type of bridge being designed and constructed. This work has been awarded to ULCC as a total turnkey job, which generally PW will not be doing. So total responsibility of design and construction is given to ULCC. That itself shows the appreciation government department got and confidence level they got about ULCC.
The real success of the organization is for two reasons. A, it has got high quality manpower and it uses the right amount of technology, but along with that it also have got a management style which is highly scalable. Typically ULCS management involves that amount 8 or 9 hours of work per day, they also do around 4 or 5 hours of monitoring every day. Now, this continuous monitoring, which is today being called as an agile project management by some of the newer IT companies and etc., has been followed by ULCCS for years. Now, I have never seen any company across the world which is able to scale up such sort of a model.
ULCCS is an organization of the people, by the people and for the people. Many of its owners, who are also workers, have sacrificed much for sustaining the society in times of crisis, foregoing wages and benefits, and working long beyond their scheduled work hours to sustain progress of the collective. ULCCS has taken the responsibility of looking after each and every worker who serves the organization, tackling the toughest of situations.
അന്ന് ഓണത്തിനും വിഷുവിനും പിന്നെ പണിക്കൂലി തരും. അത് പറയുമ്പോൾ പോയാൽ ഞാൻ ഒരു പൂട്ട് കല്ലിന് 50 പൈസയാണ്. ആ 50 പൈസ കിട്ടണമെങ്കിൽ 5 ഉറുപ്പ്യൻ്റെ പണി ഞാൻ എടുക്കും കല്ലുടക്കം പോയാൽ. അപ്പം പിന്നെ കൂലി വർദ്ധിച്ചിന് 1.25 ഉറുപ്പ്യായിരുന്നു കൂലി.
1964 ജനുവരി 1-ാം തീയതിയാണ് മെമ്പർഷിപ്പ് എടുത്തത്. ഞാൻ ഇത്രയും കാലത്തിൽ പല വർക്കുകളിലും ഇവിടെ സൊസൈറ്റിയിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ റോഡ് വർക്ക്, ബിൽഡിങ്, സ്കൂളിൻ്റെ ബിൽഡിങ് വർക്ക്, ഇങ്ങനെ കണ്ടാലും പല വർക്കും പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
പണിയെടുത്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ കൃത്യമായിട്ട് കൂലി കിട്ടുക, അതും കൃത്യമായി തന്നെ കിട്ടുക, അതാണ് ഏറ്റവും വലിയ മെച്ചം. കൃത്യമായിട്ട് പണി ഉണ്ടാവുക, ഡെയിലി പണി, ഒരു ദിവസം ലീവാക്കണ്ട. അച്ഛനെ സുഖമില്ലാണ്ടായിട്ട് ഇപ്പം മാസം ഒരുപാട് ഉറുപ്പിക ഗുളിക സൊസൈറ്റി ESIൻ്റെ വകയിൽ കിട്ടിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുക. പലിശയില്ല വായ്പ. യാതൊരു പിന്നെ ഡോക്യുമെൻറ്റ്സ് ഇല്ലാണ്ട് തന്നെ ഓഫീസിൽ പോയിട്ട് റിപ്പോർട്ട് കൊടുത്താൽ അപ്പോൾ തന്നെ പൈസ കിട്ടുന്ന ഒരു സാഹചര്യം.
സൊസൈറ്റി 10 വർഷം, അതല്ല ഒരുപാട് വർഷം, ഒട്ടേറെ വളർച്ച, ഒരുപാട് രംഗത്ത് സൊസൈറ്റി ഒരുപാട് നല്ല നല്ല കാര്യങ്ങൾ, തൊഴിലാളിക്ക് വേണ്ട ESI, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഈ PF, പിന്നെ നമ്മളെ അസുഖം വന്നാലുള്ള.
Besides giving back to the workers, ULCCS has given back to society unconditionally.
Society has an extreme focus on social responsibility, and that is the genesis of the society. We have been working on all social causes without even a demand being made on us. For instance, program called the Vakbadananda Educational Program, in which we pick up students and give them intensive coaching to improve the quality of their performance. Recently, we had a landslide in Pulurambara village, sudden cloudburst and landslide. And we were one of the first to reach, our team was one of the first to reach there, provide relief for the people and also help reconstruct their infrastructure.
ULCCS has emphasized on the importance of labor cooperatives in today's time. The society has completed over 4,000 major projects since its inception and is currently implementing over 100 projects. It's worth mentioning that ULCCS has not lost even a single day of work due to labor problems. ULCCS has in its policy that the board of directors should also be involved in the project execution. One of the distinctive features is that the directors are also paid a daily wage, similar to other members. The ULCCS latest chapter is scripting a story of rapid modernization, equipped to deal with the rest. Today, ULCCS has to compete with giant contractors who get low-cost funds from the global market for their operations, whereas the society gets funds at higher interest rates. This factor makes the competition tough.
See, the stated objective of ULCCS is create employment for the society. And we have an ambitious plan for next 5 years, not only for Kerala, but for India, for the globe. So we need to diversify into ITS sector. And we are creating the first IT park in this region. And another diversification plan of ULCCS which we are getting into is housing. Not only that, the skill set, due to the skill enhancement training which is happening in the next 5 years, there will be people working all across the globe which being trained by ULCCS, which will create a global impact. That is our vision.
Today, after so many decades of the ULCCS conception, the story has reached another milestone. The building of a mega structure, the UL Cyber Park. The features of this building provide a complete chapter in our story. A total building area of over 482,000 square feet with 10 floors, this green building is a proof that ULCCS has earned its reputation. How did they achieve this?
The way we have gone about this project is that the ULCCS board had a serious concern in front of them when they realized that the labor market is drying up, people are migrating, people are moving to other destinations in search of job. The board came up with a visionary idea that they have to develop something which will really put this region into a high technology area.
Even before government started spending money and creating a nucleus, Uralangal Labour Contract Society came forward with a proposal that we will spearhead the operations of information technology in Kerala. And society was very successful in making a wonderful master planning, and they came forward, got the SEZ approval first, and then started making the building.
They identified a land of about 27 acres. They identified a world-class architect like Nikin Sikai to come and do a study and understand the master planning for this particular region. And we have a world-class project manager who's coming and managing this project for us. ULCCS is a very, very innovative, very futuristic, and is always on the lookout to really expand and add value to the cooperative segment in the country by creating jobs, by bringing in employment, by bringing in new investments, by venturing into new segments of the business.
ULCCS is an example to be followed and to be replicated. Cooperatives offer a compelling alternative to privatization or government control of enterprises. Today, there exists over 600,000 labor cooperatives across India, with a membership of 250 million people, reaching out to 98% of all the villages in India and 71% of all rural households.
ഒരു പ്രവർത്തനം കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു പ്രവർത്തനമായിരുന്നു ഇതിന് ഏറ്റവും ഇന്ന് ഇതിനെ നിലനിർത്തിക്കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ സാധിച്ചത്. ഏറ്റെടുക്കുന്ന പ്രവൃത്തികൾ കൃത്യസമയത്തും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ കൃത്യബോധത്തോടും കൂടിയിട്ട് ഏറ്റവും ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് ഉപകാരപ്രദമാകുന്നത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ രാഷ്ട്രത്തിന് തന്നെ ഏറ്റവും ഉപകാരപ്രദമാകുന്ന രീതിയിലുള്ള പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളാണ് സൊസൈറ്റി കാഴ്ചവെച്ചത്. അത് കൺസ്ട്രക്ഷൻ മേഖലയിലായാലും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കരകൗശല മേഖലയിലായാലും, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ IT മേഖലയിലായാലും ഏറ്റവും രാജ്യത്തിന് തന്നെ ഏറ്റവും ഉപകാരപ്രദമാകുന്ന രീതിയിൽ കാഴ്ചവെക്കുകയും അത് സത്യസന്ധതയോടുകൂടിയും വളരെ ആത്മാർത്ഥതയോടുകൂടിയുള്ള ഒരു പ്രവർത്തനത്തിൻ്റെ ഫലമായിട്ടാണ് ഇന്ന് ഈ നിലയിലെത്താൻ സാധിച്ചത്.
ULCCS was founded aiming at social, financial and cultural upliftment of its members. The society has been successful in attaining this objective. It has grown as the biggest labor contract society by providing direct employment to over 2,000 workers from rural areas. It is a lesson to be learned from. It is a story which should be told to one and all. A story told of those who dare. A story told of those who care. A story that proves that if you try, nothing can stop you from touching the sky.